to another daily check-in. Today would be day 49, I think. And so I just wanted to fill you in as far as where I am, some of the things that I've gotten to play with the last couple of days. And because I always like to experiment before we do the video. So, here we go. Yesterday I had a buddy come over. He's a very good friend of mine, and he's also a baker. And so it's nice to kind of pick his brains as far as how stuff works when it comes to baking. So yesterday we did some cloud bread, and this is what it looked like. At least the first batch, anyway. And then the second batch came out a little weird. And I think it was my fault because I'd gotten some of the egg yolk in the egg whites, so they didn't fluff right. But that was okay. It actually didn't turn out to be a complete waste. So the first batch came out perfect, absolute picture perfect, as you saw in that picture. Like you see pictures of cloud bread on Pinterest, and boom, that would have been what it was. And they were super delicious. I ate the entire batch. So the entire batch yielded about 9 total cloud bread pieces, and they were pretty small. I mean, they were about this big, so they were pretty tiny. I think on the next batch, I'm gonna double the dollop and flatten it out a little bit because the insides, where it was really thick, were not completely cooked. So that's the goal for the next batch, and see how it comes out. So the second batch I did in the egg yolks, I did Italian seasoning, some garlic powder, a little bit of Parmesan, and then some salt. And it came out really runny, and so they didn't bake right, and they came out really flat. So what I decided to do with that is I took a little marinara and some mozzarella and a couple slices of pepperoni, and then threw that and baked it, and it was really good. So that's also just a good substitute. That's a little simpler to make than like the cauliflower crust. That's definitely worth trying. Tomorrow I'm making the cauliflower crust, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've actually just put some salmon in the brine, so I'm going to do that. And I'll kind of run through in the video on what that looks like and how to make that. Again, brine is super simple. I made some cheese chips today. I tried a few different types of chips. I did pepper jack. I did the mixed Colby Jack cheese, the shredded cheese, and then I did Parmesan and mozzarella, some shredded mozzarella. And my two favorites were the pepper jack and the Parmesan. Pepper jack for the flavor aspect. It was still a little gooey, but the Parmesan was like perfect flavor as far as saltiness is concerned, and the chip, and the texture was super crunchy because it's already a pretty dry cheese. So I think as far as like making the cheese chips are concerned, it's probably gonna stick with Parmesan because that was the best yield as far as chip-like that I look for when I'm eating chips. Pork rinds are also a good one, but it's still not quite the same. The puff is not the same as eating a potato chip. So I eat a lot of pork rinds. But other than that, I have had a lot of fun doing with this stuff, and I'm excited to see the outcome of like the salmon, for example. Now I've smoked salmon a lot of times. So the salmon, I'm also going to be making a avocado sauce that goes on top of it, and I'm excited about that. And anyway, you guys will be able to join me on the journey there. Weight update, so I'm down a little bit more. So I'm at 351.4. I've been sitting at that weight for 2 days now, and so I'm just continuing to try to fight to get that to come down. I really got to start working out now that I've completely adjusted into this diet. And then the last thing, my last video was about my ongoing headaches, and I'm pretty sure that I figured out what the problem was. And I honestly think it was because I wasn't taking my multivitamin. I had some powdered stuff that I absolutely just couldn't stand taking. It just wasn't, I didn't like it. And so I finally, a couple days ago, went and bought a pill form of the multivitamin and have been taking it for the last 3 days consistently, and today I've got no headache. So cross my fingers and hopefully that continues to be the trend. But yeah, other than that, got some cooking videos that are coming up and gonna try out and go from there. We're looking at, I mentioned a couple already. I'm gonna be doing a green chili chicken casserole. I'm gonna be doing a I can't remember the other one, but it's like, it's a hamburger like Alfredo dish, and you bake it and it's got some stuff in it. So I'm looking forward to that one because that's gonna be pretty dope. Other than that, that's it. Catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.